Good morning. I am Giovanni Vaiano and I introduce you the list of the various ones that happened in my consequent recordings. The various video clips correspond to the absolute truth, as I have solemnly held the fortuitous one with the bevel in my hands and the video recorded clip the 10th of September 25. I, Giovanni Vaiano, born in Boscoreale the 16th of April 1961, and resident in Pontiaia Traverso Peronti number 7, swear on this Bible that all that I described, and I registered in the present distance that the present and this is really happened. The happened events, and as soon as recorded, they prove the serious breaches, connivances, and complicity of the delegated organs to the search of the truth around the bad homicide of my mother, Fertita, and of the tried homicide in my damage. The disc represented the prose my battle for the search of the truth against the indifference, indolence and complicity of the judges and the other forces with the assassin and accomplices of the misdeed. I never had comparison also from the various institutional personalities that I interested and involved in the story: President Ciampi, President Berlusconi, Minister of Grace and Justice, Castelli, and others. My commitment in this unequal battle went on me on against the preponderant strength. It is properly documented and tried. The first report is the 9th of February 2002 to proxy of Italian Republic in Torre Annunziata, Naples, for the medium of the squad of the policemen of the place. After the filing of Torre Annunziata, I continued in my struggle with the following: introduced the report of the 17th of July 2002 to the Financial Police in Nocera Superiore, thinking that the yellow flame guns were more prepared for this type of investigation by to develop. The great obstacle has been represented by the behavior of Dr. Paternoster, of the proxy of the Republic in Nocera Inferiore, which having done for drawing unfair profits of it for itself and for its co-use of the detective pool. During the course of the investigation of the quoted Dr. Paternoster, because of his state of inactivity, I was forced to ask the 17th of June 2004 the sanction of the same at the proxy of Italian Republic in Salerno, where the PM, Dr. Polito, in according with the GIP, Dr. De Matteo, and the same PM, Dr. Paternoster, immediately filed my application of assumption, the 5th of July 2004, without some morning to inform me of it. In the meantime, I approached the 23rd of June 2004 to a lawyer in Salerno, Mario Valiante, which, after having listened to my problem, he recommended me to inform the General Attorney, Dr. Vincent Verderosa of the Court of Appeal in Salerno, with the purpose to make the summon the investigation from the proxy of the Republic in Nocera Inferiore to that of Salerno that had been lying by now for 2 years. The 6th of July 2004, I introduced the quoted Dr. Verderosa a new application of assumption for the medium of lawyer Mario Valiante. Also, to this intention, I have all the tests documented with recorded probative comparisons. In the recordings audio, I affected subsequently of the occasion of the meetings I had in the time with the state authorities and in video attached clips. Because of the complicity of General Attorney Dr. Verderosa, I denounced everything and all at the 8th of January 2005 to Dr. De Salvo, executing detective direction against the mafia. The 27th of January 25, the cause that the Minister of Inglese and Justice, Roberto Castelli, didn't authorize the ministerial inspection. I asked the 1 of December 24, I informed the General Luciano Cottato of the General Command Carabinieri Armored Policemen in Rome with the purpose to solicit said inspection. Happened to introduce the first test acquired and recorded on the CD-ROM the 28th February 25 to the Attorney Chief, Dr. Accella, of the proxy in Italian Republic in Salerno, to the same PM, Dr. Paternoster, of proxy of Italian Republic in Nocera Inferiore, and to the executive of the DIA in Salerno, Dr. De Santo. Following the said report, he was named from Attorney Chief Dr. Accella, PM Dr. Fratini, that associating the assailants to the inquisitus proves they transferred said my declaration to proxy of Italian Republic in Naples in date 9th of March 25. For these reasons, the 16th of May 25, I had to inform the Supreme Court of Cassation, First Division in Rome, the proxy of Italian Republic, Office of First Actions in Rome, the proxy of Italian Republic in Torre Annunziata, the Scientific Police in Rome, the Scientific Police in Naples, and the Mayor of Pompiai, lawyer Claudio D'Alessio. Also informing the 11th June 2005, the prefects of Rome, Naples, and Salerno, and the mayor of Rome, Walter Veltroni, so that I asked for investigations and the arrests of all people responsible of the committed crimes. Thinking that the judges of North Italy must be more responsible of how much reported and tried the 24th of June 25, I had to transmit said report with the relative tests. Also the proxy of Italian Republic in Turin, where he has been named the 3rd of June 25, the PM, Dr. Ferrando with Diamond, also informing the chief of police and the scientific police in Turin. To cause that also proxy of Italian Republic in Turin had jammed on both problems. I have to provide solicit everything the 4th of August 25. Also to the General Attorney of the Court of Appeal in Turin, Dr. Maddalena. A rubber wall has been erected against me at the General Attorney in Salerno, Dr. Vincent Verderosa, which has as very even to report me with the evident purpose to intimidate me, rather than to bring the investigations to conclusion on the assassins of my mother, on the tried homicide by the mafia, as well as on the traffic of drug, weapons and explosive filmed and tried by me. I have reason to hold, therefore, that he himself is a accomplice of the assassins. The corruption and the guilt of Luigi Ferlezza is found by his hasty decision to put in sale his villa of residence in Nocera Superiore during the investigation developed by Dr. Paternoster during 2003, beginning 2004. To the policemen of Pompiai that have recently questioned me, the telephonic interviews from me had with Dr. Verderosa and the PM, Dr. Paternoster, has quite clarified my position clear and consistent with the picket tests during these years. Position that I am ready to confirm in every seat and every office that I will work to listen to my drama. I don't have anything to fear and nobody can intimidate me. Because of these criminal events, that I followed against me and against my mother in the last years from Luigi Verlezza and his cohabitant Adriano Giordano of Bonaventura Luigi and of his secretary Anthony, that on precise charge they have completed their criminal plans, projected from my stepbrother Vittorio Albano Baiano, from his wife Federico Elvira, from his niece Rosario Cimbali, from ex-lawyer of my family Giuseppe Federico, from his wife Anna Rosa Falanga, from engineer Salvatore Russo, and from lawyer Fausto Di Ruocco, as well as from the police that is associated to their committed crimes. I had to inform the 8th of July 2005 General Consul of the United States of America in Naples, Dr. Suneta Alibarton, introducing the relative discs DVD from me recorded with the acquired text. Subsequently, the 15th of July 2005 introduced the same discs to American Embassy in Rome, addressing said discs to President of the United States of America, George W. Bush, and to English First Minister, with the purpose to bring them to knowledge what is happening in Italy. I will find at the end someone, and I hope having got credit to my declarations, finding the world property material from me crop with the patients in all these years. The guilty ones will be punished, therefore, and the memory of my mother will be cleaned by terrestrial justice. If this won't be, I admonish who has made some heaven to Eva Pertita and to me that over the human justice, what infinitely fallacious and corruptible is, there is also to divine justice, from which they cannot absolutely escape for every year that they will die and also. I don't nourish grudge towards anybody, having also had from many blames and injustices. Mine has been alone and honest and serene seeks some truth, the only one that makes serene and correct in the world. I have succeeded there, and for this I am convinced that my mother rests in peace, as well always as deserved after so many years of illness and sufferings in heart arresting work. I live to do consciences now and will read this job of mine, the confirmation of the insults and the exemplary punishment of the guilty ones. I thank you for your polite attention. I wish you a good day, and I subject me of omnipotent God. Pompeii, the 26th of September 2005. Good morning.
Aspettando qui, consumando giornellone senza vivere. Ora se mi sbatto qua e parlando qui, non mi sento più nessuno, sempre a correre. Tutte macchine e persone hanno in sto tempo, so carne e ossa vacante, so come chiesa rumeniche, hanno non credere sante.
Esce sola sotto la montagna, senta sto pensiero, senta come si ragna. Esce sola, non si magna, mette a mezzo pane una carezza compagna.
Dinte manichi e lasciami figlio nostro senza regole, coppa chi si fila atomici, condannati senza fa niente, piazza sto mondo vacante, a scanse fosse sto secolo, a camera che speranza.
Esce sola sotto la montagna, senta sto pensiero, senta come si ragna. Esce sola, non si
a te mi vai scordando inutilmente, tu che dai più senza tutto niente, tu che fai parlo niente, se do silenzio per me. A te mi vai scordando inutilmente, tu che dai più senza tutto niente, tu che fai parlo niente, se do silenzio per me.